Alright, today we're going to be comparing the two Jeff Loomis models, one from Jackson, which is his newer model since he switched from Schecter. So his older model is a Schecter behind me. They are very different guitars, very few similarities. So this Jackson is a 2022, 26.5 scale length. Got this sandblasted ash top on a basswood body, neck through, or set neck, I'm not sure, I think it's set neck. Got the Floyd Rose 1500 on it. Two Jeff Loomis Seymour Duncan Blackout signature models. A compound radius fretboard, 12 to 16. I think these are nickel frets. Sharp tooth inlays. Just Jackson branded die cast tuners. It's got the thumb wheel truss rod adjustment here. One volume, three-way switch, just like that. Some positives about this guitar: it plays very well. The action's very low. Stays in tune very good. It's comfortable to play. It's one of the more comfortable 7 strings I've played. I'm predominantly a 6-string player, so having a 7-string that kind of feels more like a 6 really helps me out a lot. So it's really not that big of a transition for me to play this. Real thin neck for 7. Some of the cons: the pickups are a little bit too hot. It's hard to get a tone without it having a lot of feedback, and the highs are really high in it, so it's kind of got like a screechy tone sometimes. It's not a bad tone, it's just I prefer the EMGs that's in the Schecter over these. I eventually might switch these out for something else, but for now I'm just going to keep them in there. It has a thumb reel truss rod, which is the best location for a truss rod, so that's a positive. And just the overall look and feel of the guitar is great. It's a little bit pricey for a Korean-made guitar, but I mean, this comes in around $1,700 brand new, so it's a little pricey for a import. I guess that would be another con, but I did not pay near that for this, so that's good. But yeah, this is the Jackson. We'll compare it to the Schecter and see which one I prefer at the end of the video here. Okay, this is the Schecter signature model for Jeff Loomis. This is a 2014. He hasn't been with Schecter for quite a while now, so this is a little older. This is the hardtail version. I got the hardtail version because I had the trim version of the Jackson, which they only make a trim version of it. So I had that, so I wanted a 7-string that was hardtail, so I got this. It's got a 5-piece neck on it, set neck. This has the EMG 657 and 66 7-string set in it, which I think sound better than the Seymour Duncans that's in the Jackson. They're a little beefier, not quite as hot, still obviously hot, they're EMG, but easier to dial in a chunky, good tone with these. It's pretty much plug in and play and it sounds great. The Jackson, you have to kind of, and I use the same tone on the amp for both. You can probably hear this sounds a little more chunky and the Jackson sounds a little brighter and punchier, but I do prefer these. This has stainless steel frets, so that is a plus. Same volume and pickup selector on this. I really like the Gothic cross inlays on this, on the maple fretboard. It's just a classic look. It's got locking tuners because it is a hardtail. But pros on this, it plays great. This has I'm pretty sure it has just a 13 point, what is it, 6 or 7 inch radius on this. It's not a compound as far as I can remember. Love the hit shot bridge. It's really comfortable for palm muting. The like I said, the maple fretboard is, I really like the maple fretboard. The playability is great. The tuning stability is great. So and then for the negatives, there's not really a lot of negatives on this one that I can really think of. It didn't come with Dunlop, tuner or strap buttons, which I can put some on there. The Jackson came with the strap lock buttons, so I guess that's one little negative. If you had to pick, the neck feels about as thin as, about the same as the Jackson, so that's a positive too. So overall, which one do I like? This one's actually a lot cheaper also than the Jackson. I would have to select this one as my favorite of the two. I think it just, it plays better, it stays in tune a little bit better, and you can, you don't have to, you can go drop A or standard without having to mess with the Floyd. So so I slightly prefer this one. Oh, it doesn't have a thumb wheel, it has a regular truss rod spot, so I guess that's one thing that the Jackson has over this too. But they're both incredible guitars, very capable of getting any kind of metal tones that you want for recording or playing live. They're rock solid. These are the same models that Jeff played live and recorded with when he was in the studio and on stage. So super high quality for both instruments. And let me know what you like in the comments better, and maybe I can do some more videos with these, kind of showcasing each one individually more. And thanks for watching.